Hello, this is speech number 7, and the topic of this speech is Illuminating photography from camera obscure to camera phone. So, let me guess, you have got Facebook albums for photos. You have photos on your computer desktop, on your mobile phones, on your bedroom wall. You see photos and on magazines and newspapers, and the size of buses, and of course in your family albums. We get photos for granted, but creating a picture that looks exactly like a person or thing, in fact in the past it was a big mystery. How could you take your reflection in a mirror? In the 9th century, a scientist, Al-Hazam, had come up with the idea of using the camera obscure, and that was a box with a single hole in one side that let the light through in. This would project the image outside and then into the wall inside. But Leonardo da Vinci used this method to introduce 3D, so they could copy things like perspective more easily. There was until 1839, and people figured out how to project images and to light someone into surfaces that would retain the image after exposures. And thus, photography was born. At that point, there are two inventors who have fought for the best ways to make photos. The first one was British scientist Henry Fox Talbot. The other was Louis Daguerre. He was an artist and a chemist, so Louis could make positive images. So, copy has to be made by taking another photo. In the end, Louis won out the first successful photographer, mostly because the government made it freely available to the public. So, now that the photography is available, getting a picture of yourself would be a good ride? Well, not exactly, because the process requires some dark room, and also to get a good photo you have to stay perfectly still for maybe 2 minutes or more. It is also you don't see people smile in early photographs. It's not only that light was that bad, but it was just hard to keep a steady grade for more than a few seconds. And then George Eastman came along. He spent hours to try to achieve dry plate photography process. This is allowed negatives to be stored and developed, and then later, instead of carrying a dark room. Later, he discovered plastic roll film. These cameras were still by millions, and it was tagged online. You push the button, and we do the rest. But he could not think how the photography has since shaped the world, and now over 380 billion photographs are taken each year. There are more photographs each day than there were taken in the first 100 years after the photography was invented, and now you have just to say cheese and you take the photograph. Thank you.